Hey, you guys, we are back to do this sad review of Married at First Sight, chat. With Madison with that wet and wild over them lashes, up on them lashes, over them lids. Yes. Who did your makeup? It looks so cheap. All right, stay tuned for more.
We keeps it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. What's going on, KoEd Ken folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video of Kourtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
This right here is Kourtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, first of all, let me say this. Not 100%. You left the hospital.
No, you didn't get this thing.
Yeah, you left the hospital. So I'm just pushing through, y'all.
I was gonna say something, but you know he got to shine like a light bulb.
I had been pushing through tonight, so if I'm not 100% all energetic, that's the reason why. But anyway, we're gonna do another a review on Married at First Sight.
This thing still got your whole name and everything on it, baby. Can you please take it off?
I X'd it out. I knew I was gonna be on camera, so I scratched it off. So if I want them to see it, see y'all. I just left the hospital, but I came on for y'all. Go ahead, baby. Do your thing.
I'm a little embarrassed. So if you're brand new to this channel and subscribe yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure you hit the like on this video, and don't forget that we do our lives on Thursday. So we want y'all to share y'all feelings, discuss it.
I still might be wearing my armband on the live Thursday.
But it'll be at 6:30 Central Standard Time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So it started out with, we know that Juan and Carla, y'all, we know they little scenes, honey, they just had to stretch this out because they know that most of the folks said ain't gonna do it. So Juan is talking to his parents, video chatting with them or whatever, and they're speaking in what their language is.
Hispanic? Spanish?
Mm-hmm. And so they were speaking, and you know, basically he was saying, you know, there's no romantic connection and stuff like that. We just kind of built a friendship and stuff. So, you know, his parents were like, well, go with what you think is best. So moving on, they had showed Pastor Kyle, well, the experts, they were actually sitting together, and they were just saying that Pastor Kyle said he believed that Alan and Madison was a match. Like, you know, they matched them for a reason. They had, you know, it all lined up on paper and everything, but, you know, Madison.
Oh, where you get that from? That new stand. This is the first time seeing that stand.
So he said that he felt
a question. She glossed right over it. But go ahead.
That's when people on medication.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing when we travel. I use that. It just don't have the lights.
Oh, okay. Intriguing.
See who set everything up, and all he do is plop right there.
I just got out the hospital.
You always plop right there, though. You plop.
Call me a plopper.
So,
ouch.
So he said that that, you know, even though, you know, Madison chose to go with another man, honey, so she chose to find someone on here because, you know, her sight so little, child, she can't look beyond that. She just got to look in her rim right there. Sister-in-law or sister, be careful, honey. She don't go too far, honey, to find a man, honey. She right there in the perimeter.
I want to say something about that. Maybe she saw that her sister and her sister-in-law, her sister and her husband or brother-in-law, maybe she saw them having a good marriage.
I think so.
And she said, you know what? Maybe I want a guy just like my sister. And that's why she went after David.
So. Or maybe he kind of reminded her. Not only did he look like him, but maybe he had some characteristics of him and stuff like that. And she just felt
some people just copy what it. Yeah, not simple, but some people just copy. You know, they said when you're on the medication from the hospital, it makes you angry. So
it makes you angry.
Yeah, make you angry. So you flip tables and stuff over when people cut you off. I'm just giving you a heads up.
All right, don't be like Ike.
Ouch. Anyway, yeah. So maybe she saw her sister with a good man. She said, you know what? David look like my sister husband. If she doing well in her relationship, maybe if I get with David, I can do well.
Why would somebody give up the palace for the projects? So let's move on.
She did.
So Madison and Alan are sitting down talking to the experts. Well, Alan came in first, and they hugged him.
They feel sorry for Alan, man. He hugged him, loved on him, and everything. Then Madison came in there, and not one of them got out of their chair. They just sat there and said, sit your little trifling, conniving, backstabbing self down somewhere.
Simple.
We ain't gonna touch you with all that mojo.
So Alan said that it took him a few days to deal with what's now his reality and stuff like that, but he said he push through. Pascal apologized for this right here is not something they expected, and he felt that he was a good match for Madison, but you know how that went.
I'm glad Pascal did that. He didn't have to do that, but I'm glad he did apologize to Alan. They picked somebody they thought they thought it was good for Alan, but they can't judge everything about this person. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All they can do is go off on what that person tells them.
Right.
So yeah, I'm glad Pascal decided. You know what, bruh, we put you in a bad position, a bad predicament, and we are sorry, dog. We are sorry. And I'm glad he did it. And I think Alan felt he needed that. In my opinion. He really needed that to hear that from the experts.
Alan said that he see why that they was matched because he can see that they had a lot of things in common, interests and stuff like that. So here come old
Muppet.
I don't know. I don't want to call nobody names. I know that Madison getting a lot of backlash on.
She deserved it though. She deserves that, man.
People,
forget that crap.
But like I said, I'll call her lashes or something like that. But I ain't finna call her. Because the names that I really want to call them.
Y'all know the Muppet that plays in the band with the guy with the gold tooth. It's a female Muppet.
That's how Phaedra be looking.
But she got long lashes and she played the guitar, I think. Look at the Muppet Show and look at that band. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That's who Madison reminds me of. You haven't seen that Muppet?
I said that's who Phaedra look like. I know that Muppet.
Oh.
That's who I be saying Phaedra look like when she have on them lashes, that blonde straight hair and stuff.
Well,
but yeah. So
I'm talking about Phaedra.
So Madison walks in and she looks at Alan and she said that she wanted to apologize to him. She's sorry for hurting him. It was never her plan or nothing like that or whatever. Things just happened and it wasn't malicious. And Dr. Peel was like when she said one malicious, she was like, okay, girl.
I'm be honest with you, Madison.
Okay.
Nobody was buying what you was selling.
Not at all.
So go ahead.
The thing is that Madison seems very emotionally immature.
Mm-hmm.
She seems very unaware of her actions and the things that she does, and it makes it seem like like David nonchalantness. She want to have that same nonchalantness, which David, I can see why he got a little nonchalant because of the way Michelle was treating him, but she has no reason for that because Alan was, to me, from my seat, he was treating her like a queen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she don't have none of that. Like, what you here for, girl? The little, we have all the lights and stuff like that. Yeah. So she said that she have been honest. She said she wished that she had been honest from the beginning. But then in the same sentence said it just happened with her and David. Like, I'm saying, so she made it seem like she was trying. Like, I was in there, I was trying, and I appreciate you putting forth the effort and stuff like that. And, and Ellen was like, well, I think that this been going on for like some weeks and stuff. How did this happen?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then she made it seem like she wasn't attracted to him in the beginning, but then she was still in there. But then it just
she was telling Alan them trips and dates we went on. It was for real. I meant everything we did. I meant everything I said. I meant this. She said, I really, really was into you like that. You know what I'm saying? I really cared about you. And I'm saying to myself when she was telling Alan all that, okay, you cared about this guy, but why sneak around his back and cheat on the guy? If you care, and on top of that, the guy kept asking you about their situation, and you kept saying everything was good. So basically, you lied to Alan. So I'm with Alan. Whatever you got to say to me now holds no weight.
Ooh, I thought you called a hoe. It was a hoe.
Holds no weight. I ain't say no hold no weight.
But so he was like, well, I really think, I thought highly of you, highly of you, but I think what you did was actually repulsive.
Let me go back. I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut y'all. And I'll go back to what Alan said before she got there. That he was telling the experts that when he got up that morning, he had like a heavy feeling in his chest, and the chest like beating real fast. That's anxiety because of the person you cared about broke your heart, and you don't know how you're gonna act around that person. So yeah, that right there tells me a lot that Alan really felt really deeply about Madison. And Madison used that and lied to this man. Maybe she didn't want to break his heart. That's why she continued to lie to him. But look what turned out, though.
Yeah, she said that she didn't have enough courage to tell him the truth. But you had enough courage to go with somebody else's man. So I would never, ever. This is grimy. I would never, ever. I hope none of your friends trust you around their man, honey. Because baby,
like sister, I watch out for.
Baby. So she said that she ain't got nothing else to say. She said what she needed to say, and Pastor Cal said, well, if you saying you moving forward and stuff like that, so what's the point? No, I think she was saying something like, what's the point of this? And Pastor Cal said, for closure. Like, this man need closure. Alan said, I don't need no closure. I'm good. He said, I don't need none. She easy to get over. I told you, because Alan got a girl now, honey.
Well, I just think he was saying that at the time to kind of mask his hurt. He was still hurt, but he was saying that to kind of hide his hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, Alan was still hurt. You know what I'm saying? At that time he was still hurt.
If y'all didn't see our last live, we put the pictures in there. Her of who the woman is. Her face kind of blurred out.
But and like Alan said, I don't need no closure. I'm done. I ain't got nothing to say to her. She can move on. She can kick rocks. But I think Pastor Cal asked Madison.
I need a nickname.
What she's gonna move on to. You gonna move? Cause what he said. Are you move on with David? And she said, yeah.
She was like, well, right now I'm just taking some time for me, and I'm trying to heal and stuff like that, and then I see where it goes.
I think you're right, though. She tell other people other things like, oh, I'm not into David like that. We just friends. I'm gonna take my time to be with David. But when she get around David, ooh, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Same thing she did, Alan.
Right.
She tell people what they want to hear in that moment.
Right.
Girl, hey, you what? 29, 30, honey?
Yeah.
Ooh,
people like that you can't trust, man. You can't trust people like that.
Because they don't know how to be honest in that moment.
They don't know how to be authentic, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if the person tell you the truth or not.
She's a fake baby. So yeah, Alan said, listen, I don't want to have no parts with this girl right here. So, I want a divorce. Like, I don't want to have nothing parts with her. But Dr. Pepper did say, she said she thought that Madison was trying. But she said she come to find out she wasn't. She was in another man's face. So even Dr. Pepper hunting all them bags, I'd be like, look, Dr. Pepper, I'm going to work on mine, child. I may have to send you the number when I get mine fixed, honey, because, ooh, child. But anyway, so Carla was talking to her sister. I know one was a sister. I don't know if the other was the friend. Basically talking about what they were going to do for decision day. Let's move on. Michelle is sitting down with the experts, and Michelle gonna play it up. Now I know some of y'all be battling in the comments over whether you team Michelle or team David. Ain't nobody team Madison. Team David or Michelle. Was Michelle? Ooh, she crying. She like a Karen now, honey. That she found and saw the case. And David, she didn't like him anyway. She treated him like trash. So I know some of y'all just, to me, what you said, baby?
What I say?
You said that what David did, what Michelle.
Oh yeah. What did I say?
You said the way that Michelle treated him versus what David did.
Oh yeah. All right, thank you, babe. Thank you for jogging my memory. Now I understand. You're right. You're absolutely right. Michelle at the beginning was hated. Yeah, that's a strong word, but she was very disliked. Okay, because how she treated David, and me, Thomas, everybody, even Dr. Pepper was pulling for no, Dr. Peel was pulling for David. Okay, and we was team David. I was, man, Michelle, she garbage. David, I said this everything. David, just go ahead and leave. He listened to my advice, but he did it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You should have left the marriage first before you started cheating. But what I'm going to say, to make a long story short, what David did about, with the adultery and cheating supersedes how Michelle treated him, in my opinion. Okay, because you can get treated bad all day long. It's your choice to walk away from it. He didn't.
Right.
He decided to go out there and cheat. Not just cheat with his friend's wife.
Well, what about the people that say that ain't no real marriage? It ain't cheating, honey.
If you take vows, baby girls, and baby dudes, that's cheating. Okay,
yeah, it is.
It's cheating.
You
know what I'm saying?
Vows. You had an officiate, what they call somebody that officiated and all that stuff, whatever.
Because these are real marriages.
They are real marriage. You go down to the whatever
they got
the
process right.
Yeah, so it is real,
cheating.
And that's what they chose to be with this person. I'm gonna love you. Right. I'm gonna like you. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm be understanding all this stuff. So yeah, is it conventional wedding or marriage? No, it was not. But they chose to have some kind of life partner and do it this way.
I guess some of y'all don't understand. It's been several people that go to Vegas, get drunk, and go get married.
That's true.
And they got to go through the process to get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Because that marriage is real. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a real marriage. So Michelle sent out with the experts. Here come David just getting off his janitorial shift, honey, because that's why Madison, she don't require nothing of that man. At least Michelle like, that's what you win to dinner? That's what you win? I know she complained a lot, but at least she was saying, is that what you win? Madison, he can come in and just wash the car and the sofa.
What blows my mind with this is that Alan did not even dress like that, and she was trying to change how he dressed. But David comes in like he come out of the field so well, and she's good with it.
When a Jerry curl. Hello.
So yeah, man, that's straight, man.
That's how low her standards are. Oh, maybe she felt Alan was too good for her, and maybe she feel like David is not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe she feel like Alan too. Let's be honest. Maybe she feel like that Alan was out of her league, and maybe she had to come down where her standards was very low, very low to the basement boy.
I'm be honest with you.
Foundation low.
I just don't see David going out there. I could be dead wrong. I don't see David going out there buying $3,000 worth of clothes.
Heck no.
I just don't see it.
TJ Maxx. Unless they said that to TJ Maxx.
No, I'm saying I ain't talking about a lot of clothes. I'm talking about spending $3,000 on clothes. You can go to TJ Maxx and spend $100. You can get 2 or 3 outfits. But if you go down here to one of these high end stores,
you talking about expensive,
right? One shirt costs you $100,
right?
And so they didn't. I don't see him spending on $3,000 on no clothes.
That is an income. No, he ain't got no dependent. So I was just saying that.
No, he is a dependent. Right. I guarantee you, his parents claiming on their W-2s.
So that's why he basement boy. So do.
Then when that check come, he said, "Dad, how much you gonna cut me with that check? You claim me." That's how you know.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
And now, if they get married, they can claim both of them.
I ain't got 2 dependents. You can claim.
They gonna save money. Now they got more money for drinking and partying. So she can move right on in there. So anyway, little
nasty,
little Ragged Ann Jerry curl. So he sit down and he talked to her. David, he said he wanted to apologize to Michelle. He never. I said him and that girl got the same script. He never meant to hurt her. He got caught up in his feelings with Madison and stuff like that. And so, and Pastor Cal just shaking his head.
Actually shook his head and rolled his eyes.
That's going to be a mean. So, Michelle said, well, how can I believe that? Like, you lied so much. I don't believe that. Like, believe what you want. Ooh, when he say that cockiness, that him and that old lashy girl, look. That she done took that wedding wire and put it over there. Ain't no way that's no real nothing. Who did your face? Y'all both just like, y'all deserve each other. Really, really and truly. You do. Because y'all is on budget ties. Y'all don't even know a status or what's the word I'm looking for?
Class, status.
Yeah, they don't know that. I say you go from the project, not no shade to those that are in the project. Yeah. But I'm saying you go from the project to the palace to the project, meaning that she had some high class and she went low. That's basically what I'm using. I'm using it as a metaphor. So no shade to those that are in the project. But anyway, so Michelle was saying, how could she believe? David said, believe what you want to. Dr. Pia said, why are you so defensive? You know what I'm saying, Dr. P? Because she know his mannerism. Right. Like, why are you so defensive? You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, she see it all in his body. This woman, okay, yes, she talked down you, all that stuff or whatever. But why you got all this oomph now? Because you got some of that?
Yeah, what it is, you're right. He comes into the meeting with this kind of
disdain,
air to himself. Mm-hmm. Like he's done to everybody. He already thought that anyway. Nah, it's worse. Yeah. That's right. I'm the party guy. When I walk in, the party's on. But now it's worse now because he got the prize in his eyes. You know what I'm saying? So he, like I said, I'm over it. You talking about Michelle? I'm over it. But okay, you over with Michelle, but you don't have to come off as a jerk, right, to the experts. Making, you know what I'm saying? Proud. Still show some respect, bro. And he didn't show any, in my opinion. I understand you fed up, you got your prize, you moved on, but still show that respect. He got his and right now, I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, the way David acted tonight, and after what he did, yeah, I know Michelle did what she did, but his stuff supersedes what Michelle did, in my opinion.
So Pascal was saying, it seemed like you checked out. He did say he checked out or something like that. So Pascal was trying to put some that on it that makes sense. So when you get frustrated like this, do you normally check out? And if so, then who bring you back in there? Like, how do you communicate that? Right. You say, I talk it out with my partner. But it didn't really make sense that you talking it out with your partner, because Pascal said, he had said something about, how do you talk it out with your partner, because it seemed like you the problem. Dr. Pierce said, well, it seems like you the one that's not taking accountability. How can you, when you check out, work it out with your partner? Because you're the one that's not taking accountability. You're not owning it.
And he said, she asked him, so what you gonna do when you get to another, with another partner? Right. He said, well, I want my partner to help me to kind of, help me to kind of get over stuff like this. Mm-hmm. Basically, help me to talk things out, help me to pull me out of being, how can I say that? Help me to pull me from being shut down. Mm-hmm. And which Dr. Pierce said, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You got to take accountability to pulling yourself out of that situation. Right. If you starting to, to check out, you got to check back in, And what part was that when he started rolling his head back?
I don't know, honey.
He was getting to the point that he was getting frustrated with the experts, and he threw his head back on the sofa like, oh. I said, see, bro.
He threw his ring on the table.
Yeah. Come on, man. Because that wasn't called.
Because I swear Madison and him are freaking high schoolers. Because all they want is each other. They want to be done with this and they want each other. And he is like a freaking, like a weirdo, because he's like, I just want Madison. I just want Madison. I just want Madison.
I think they asked him, are you going to pursue Madison? Mm-hmm. He said yes. Mm-hmm. He didn't say anything about, no, I'm going to take my time to heal. I don't want to take my time to get myself together. Yes, and he said, man, bunk all that. I'm going straight for Madison, Yeah.
And Michelle was like, he just want to go with Madison. Mm-hmm. So she was like, did you even care about me? No, I think he said, did you care about me? And she said, I did. I was like, girl, now we're not going to lie. Now that's what we're not going to do on this TV.
And but the point is, let's keep it real. Madison is Michelle is using this to her advantage.
Yeah, okay? Exactly.
She's trying to come out on top.
Yep.
And at the time, David had all the sticks in his. Oh, he had everything in his court, basically. You know what I'm saying? At first, until he just couldn't help himself.
Yep.
It's like he couldn't be patient enough to wait till the process to be over with.
It's just 2 months.
And after y'all both said no, then you could have pursued Madison, and you still came out looking like a hero. But no, you threw all that away when you started went behind people's backs and cheating, then cheated with your best friend girl.
And then the fact too that people could have, it would have been talked about if after the fact everybody said no, and then then Madison and David hooked up, then they would have said, oh, I believe they were hooking up the whole time. But it would have been too late then. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares? Or it could have been on the.
It's over. They on the different. They in a different stage.
Yeah,
now. It's over with. Now.
Yeah,
but like you said, they could have waited.
But
no. Damn, we said the same thing. But no, they just like, oh, we couldn't help ourselves.
High schoolers. That's why he's still basement boy.
Yeah, and like I said, he has this newfound confidence now that he got Madison, so he can dog Michelle out.
But you see how bad he done aged. He done aged.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. I can't remember if he had that much going, but trying to work these 2 jobs and janitor and Uber Eats and all this stuff or whatever.
The show.
And trying to film the show and then be with Madison tacos 2 o'clock and 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. Like, it's weighing on you, bro. So anyway, Michelle she said she treated him with respect. Like, she didn't do the things that he did. Now, some of your tone, you said it, but Gary, it was some less disrespectful. It was a tonish.
Pastor Cal said, yeah, we know it was hard for Michelle at first. She was like trying, it was hard for her at first. She admitted that. It was hard. But still, you didn't have to talk to him, talk down to him like that, even though it was hard for you.
Yeah.
But David got you out the doghouse, Michelle. After you started doing what he did, man, I can't be mad at you no more.
But even though some people still not with you, though, Michelle,
and trust me, I get it and I understand. But once again, I think what David did supersedes what Michelle did.
Yeah, it does. So yeah, they both said they wanted. I think Michelle was like, I want a divorce, and he said it too. Dr. Pia said that she lost a lot of respect for David, and this is why I said to Eddie, keep in mind, Dr. Pia was rocking with David. She stayed on Michelle to the point that Michelle was like, I feel attacked. I feel, she started crying, Karen. I feel attacked. Because she was saying the man he in the basement. He's not saying that he gonna stay there. The man working, you looking at your pads. She stayed, and she every time Dr. Pia came around, she felt like that she was gonna always side with David. Remember?
Yeah, she rocked with David real hard.
Yes.
Man.
And she felt like that. She was like, I feel like you're taking his side, basically. And now...
And to see all that blow up in Dr. Pia's face, that's why she said, like you said, she lost a lot of respect for David. Because I took up for you, man. I went to bat for you.
Yeah.
And this how you going to play me? And here I am taking it back, up here defending you, fighting for you, while I'm fighting for you. You up here creeping around.
Eating tacos.
Now you got me looking bad now.
Mm-hmm. And then too, that's why Michelle is adamant about making this man look bad, because he made her look bad, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So Carlin won a hot tub, Chad. They talking about they real good friends. We know. So Thomas and Camille, they haven't done it. Basically, in that conversation, you want to talk about that, baby?
Basically, what it is, Camille asked David, Thomas. Oh, can't put Camille with David. I'm sorry, Camille.
No, please.
Yeah. Well, Camille asking, how do I keep saying David?
Want me to say
I got
the medicine.
It probably is. Camille asking Thomas, after we leave the show, what we gonna live at? What we gonna do? And Thomas kept hee-hawing around. And I understand Camille's frustration.
Right.
She wants somebody that's gonna make a decision. And for some reason, Thomas don't want to make a decision. It's like he's scared to make a commitment. Now, my thing is this. You been the man, you say, if you can't move out of your apartment right now, you say, hey, when my lease is up, we're going to go find a place together. Mm-hmm. And I think Camille would have been good with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But he didn't want to commit to it.
He was like, my place too small.
Okay. Your place is too small. Just tell her, well, my place is too small right now. When my lease is up, we'll find a place together, or when I get some extra money, I can break my lease, and we can find somewhere together. But he never said that.
And she just feel like he's not being vulnerable enough. And he was like, well, actually, I came in the process. I was more vulnerable than I ever been, and so he was like, I just seen you cry one time.
But that's another mistake I think Thomas made. A lot of people, like he said, I don't want you to cry all the time. I want to see you cry once. Maybe some people are just not criers. They don't like to cry. And maybe Camille's one of them. So you guys show us some grace. And also, y'all just only know each other for 2 months now. So give her a little time, man.
So now in the next scene, you got Dumb and Dumber, Ren and Stimpy. You got Beavis and Butthead. They on a date. Pick one that y'all want to choose. Now, and y'all can both rest on comment in the comments. Honey.
Now, this is when I lost a lot of respect for Married at First Sight as a show. Because why are y'all rewarding bad behavior? Mm-hmm. These people should be, after they sat down in front of the expert, they should have been gone from our sites. Yeah. They shouldn't be back on television. They broke y'all rules, okay? It's Married at First Sight, okay? They ain't say, cheating at first sight.
Wife swap.
Or wife swap, okay? But man, I'm saying to myself, why are they giving these people airtime? Right. They don't deserve airtime. Nope. And because what they did. So don't reward bad behavior. Y'all gonna say, well, what about Chris and Paige? But they didn't swap wives and cheat with my wife on the show. They were still trying to work out on their marriage.
And Paige was just like, I'm gonna stick with
right, exactly. So, she stayed there.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I agree with you, because I know they doing it for the drama, for the ratings, for us to watch, but we not that invested because we really get in our feelings. And I know that made for good TV because that's what y'all want. So they said they on their first date. That's lies. Y'all been out eating tacos, and all that stuff. So yeah, y'all ain't no first date. So they both said they happy. They in a better place. They ain't stressed. They ain't pressure. They just loving it. I like it.
Yeah, cheesing.
I want to go forward with
Kiki and Kaka, and I said, look at them, man. And I said, God, watching them makes me sick to my stomach. Mm-hmm. And because y'all did some people dirty,
grimy.
To get together, and now y'all supposed to be happy, and I don't know.
The delusion.
Yeah, and Michelle said, I think she's gonna say it next week. By them coming to that thing at one's place together and leaving together, it feels like Michelle in her head feels like they won. Cause watching them playing golf, it do feel like they won, cause they got what they wanted.
Right. Yeah, it do look like that.
Right.
But as they say, how you get them is how you're gonna lose them. So I don't know who gonna be the one that and I know it's on social media that they was out together somewhere, child. But it don't matter. It don't mean nothing because by the time the folks read it, Facebook groups, all of them tear they tater up. I hope they ain't on social media, honey. Just keep your pages private, child, because the folks is tearing them up. They the Reddit folks done already went over there and did their own investigation on who really and truly owned that club, honey, that David said he owned. But anyway, we'll talk about it on our live. So yeah, they said that they both got strong feelings for each other and stuff like that. They happy and they hugging and stuff. Anyway, let's move on. So Carl and Juan doing their last dance, and they last dance together.
Yeah. Well, we knew. Go ahead, get to the thing, the decision day, because I want to talk about that.
Oh, but he did say, as far as he didn't see romantic part because her spirituality, like he didn't like that and stuff.
And you said that kind of pissed off.
It looked like it pissed her off. She was like, "So what about it? Like, I mean, what is it? I'm not saying that you got to convert and change and do what I do, like And then on the after party, she said that his family do that same thing, so she really shocked that that's a big deal for him. So and then he also said that she passive aggressive because y'all know in the honeymoon when she took that
his bag, put it in like in a trash bag. But he kind of deserved that though.
She passive aggressive. She got who he was hanging with, David once.
Dave.
He don't like her spiritual side, and he don't like the uncertainty of the financial future for them. So yeah,
money.
I quit my job.
I knew that was a problem for him. Because when she quit that job, his whole attitude changed.
Mm-hmm. So now, Dr. Pia and the rest of the experts. Now, Dr. Pia, we know that you're AKA got to be, honey, because you pink and green a lot on here. So, I can't say y'all little thing, honey, because y'all ain't finna come from me, because I am.
But guess
not
who can say it, though? Sexy Red. Ski-wee. Ski-wee. She sure can say it.
That is not they saying.
Yeah. Ski-wee. Ski-wee.
That is yibby. So, Juan and Carla are sitting down with the experts, and Juan wants somebody to basically do exactly what he do. He argued the fact because he was like, Carla does, like, he does exercise, and Carla was like, yeah, but they was like, she's a Pilates. I said Pilates. She's a Pilates instructor. But Carla was like, yeah, but he want to go exercise at 6:00 in the morning instead of him asking what kind of works for your schedule. He don't ask. He just pretty much judge that she don't get up as early as I do. Everybody ain't early birds.
Right.
I am. He not.
Yeah, that's a good point, though, Carla. You know what I'm saying? Ask me when's a good time for me to work out. Then I can probably go out there and work out with you, Yeah. Maybe I get up in the morning. I'm not a morning person, so I'm sparing you from my wrath because I'm not a morning person. So let me sleep in. Ask me what's a good time to work out. We can get up and work out together.
Yeah.
And my thing is this: if he works out in the morning and she works out in the evening, to me that's not a deal killer. Right. That's not a deal breaker in my opinion.
But it seems like that Juan wants everything his way.
Right.
And he also, it seems like he looks at her being lazy because she don't move like he moved. Now, evidently, her quitting her job, she must have still been bringing in income because she was doing hair in the bathroom, as we saw.
And because some people think you got to be moving real aggressive, real fast, and fast paced. Oh, that man working. He making a lot of money. Some people be like, but still making a lot of money. You know what I'm saying?
Some people be doing all this.
Yeah. I've seen people. I said, man, look at him. He wrote on the ground, getting dirt on the clothes, so people think he's working. Right. Ain't done nothing. Probably picked up a rock and got all dirt, and people think he out there dirt. Then you got some people that stays clean and been they put in the whole day.
My motto is work smarter, not harder.
Right, so because she moving like with the universe and the flow, don't mean she ain't bringing the money in. But some people just judge people how they move.
So anyway, they talk about that or whatever, and basically she was saying, he doesn't give affection, and she was going on and on. He kind of cut her off, like, I got it. Like, basically, you can stop. I don't know if you paid that attention, but because she was like, he doesn't give me affection. He said this, and he was like, okay, I got it.
Yeah, I ain't
so anyway, he did apologize for that. So Pascal said, it seemed like, Warren, you going off of your feelings. Like, you're going off of feelings instead of like trying to build a relationship. And Carla was like, she said this was her first healthy relationship. I was like, yeah, because y'all were friends.
Right.
Like, y'all didn't introduce affection into it. You didn't introduce intimacy
I forgot.
into it or anything. So, yeah, y'all was friends. So, I'm sure.
I forgot. Carla introduced Juan to her dad.
Oh, yeah.
And it didn't work out.
Yeah, but I think at that point she knew it wasn't gonna work out. But she was like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Okay. And you think so? Okay.
I do, and this will be a good friend. I think they'll always stay friends.
Yeah, now one thing I can say about them two, they did have a good friendship. Yeah. I can see them being good friends.
Yeah,
and that was the problem. But that was the problem, though. They saw themselves as friends,
just friends. Well, yeah. I think Juan put her in the friend
he
group.
Did. He did.
But I think Carla wanted more. But Carla said, she chose to get a divorce, and Juan came along and said the same thing. Now, I think you thought that she was gonna say yeah.
No, okay. I said both of them say no.
Okay. So let's move on to Thomas and Camille. So Thomas come in with a basketball, and I knew by that he was gonna say yeah, because he was gonna get. But I said, what he walked in with? Because you up there on your phone, a rose. I said wrong.
Because I saw in the news when they passed the budget, and they trying to cut Medicare.
Oh.
Medicaid. Well, we're not
going to talk about that.
I said
so let's move on. So Camille walks in with her red, honey. That's sexy red right there, yeah. So she said that
she a Delta.
So she said that she loves the fact that she loves the fact that Thomas like basically is a good sport at everything. You know what I'm saying? Like when she makes her jokes, when she made him run up and down the, like he's a good sport.
Yeah, they have a good friendship too.
Yeah. And she said he never led with his ego. Thomas said that he loves the fact that, that she makes him more confident, about himself and stuff like that or whatever. So, but at the end of the day, when they got ready to say, do you want to stay together or divorce, Thomas said some words and then he grabbed that basketball and it said, stay married on it. Then
we still married. Yeah.
He was trying to cover up that Spartan.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Because, he be advertised for that. Camille said, well, she ended up saying yes, but she had everybody shook on her. She had. I was
like, she had said no to Thomas after he did all that with the basketball and everything. I said, Madison, you got competition for the most hated because I was gonna hate on her for real, man.
So now it's 2 days after the decision. I said, what about Ike? I said, oh yeah, I forgot, y'all. You got to do that little memo, honey, and try to present that at the thing. So 2 days after the decision day, they meet up and they meeting up at Warren's place because Mary first said, I'm not, y'all just had to retreat. We're not affording this. Y'all find something to do. So Warren place, he got upstairs. Whatever little place he got, I don't know what this is, his little boxing thing.
I think it's like factory or something.
So so they all come together, and I noticed how Camille walking in like she was pregnant. You know how pregnant folks walk gap-legged, and why she was walking like that? I hope Thomas ain't.
Yeah. First thing popped in my mind was, ooh, some loving went down.
Oh, she was walking
gap-legged. She was so, man.
After they said that, so they probably
2 days straight, man. They probably doing it 2 days straight, and she was just wore out and so. I see you, Thomas.
Not so. Anyway,
so
David. Okay, so the lumberjack is walking in with eyelashes. That's David and Madison. So yeah, you see how he dressed, honey. The lumberjack, and you see how she was dressed, right? Mm-hmm. You see how he dressed. He do not care about special occasions. So this is what you get, honey. Yeah, you getting a lumberjack while she dressed like that.
She stayed on Alan though.
She stayed on Alan on how he was dressed, honey. So and I don't know why I feel like Alan was that velvet coat. Did he get married in that? That looks real familiar. You know when he came in to say no?
Yeah.
That velvet coat.
It did look familiar.
Either she didn't like it, it was something, or they went and picked it out when he went shopping or something like that.
It was real.
Something about the velvet coat. So
real familiar. I don't know what it was at though, but yeah.
So as they coming in, when she got that wedding wild over them eyelids.
I said, what she's trying to prove with that red on her eyelash, man?
It was 80s hideous. It really truly was, honey. But you go, girl, honey. You thought you were cute because the lumberjack had said you were cute. So anyway, so when they come in, Madison hugs some people, whatever. But then David reached out to Alan.
And Alan said, I don't want to shake your hand.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
And I said, Alan, I don't blame you, brother. Kudos to you.
Yep.
Yeah. And first of all, David, why? How in the hell you think you got the nerve to shake this man's hand after what you did to him? Mm-hmm. Why would you think he would shake your hand? Mm-hmm. If the cameras weren't there, he probably would call a case. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, man, come on, dude.
Ike and M come in and they hug. I said, okay, well, everybody being cordial and stuff like that. So one was like, yeah, let's be cordial. I like that. Da 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 da. So as they sitting down, they asked the other couples, as far as where they were, the ones Thomas and Camille, they stayed together. Warren and Carla, they divorced and stuff like that, but they gonna be real good friends. So M, said as far as her, she said that, she'll find her person. She, as y'all can see, I worked hard in this marriage. I did my part. I washed the dishes. I closed, whatever, all the stuff that she said, honey, because she had a whole thesis behind it. I did this and I did that or whatever. And, Ike up there like.
Yeah, Ike, he was itching to say something.
That's
but,
name.
Yeah, he had to wait to M get her stuff out. But go ahead.
Yeah, so, and Carla had gave a peep show, child, while all that was going on. And they had to blur it out, honey.
That wasn't no peep show. That was a little ant bite.
Whatever it was, they said it cannot be aired.
A little mosquito bite. I said, why is she walking over there with her shirt wide open?
So, M was going on and Ike said this was the problem right here. I always felt small around her. This is the way she acted. And she told him, he said he felt like a political party. That what he said?
He said, I'm not going to make this political or something like that. He said, this is the reason why I don't come around, y'all.
He didn't say he ain't making, but he felt something about voting, like it was a political party.
I heard it's political. I thought you said she was trying to make it political. But like he was saying, this is the reason why I didn't come around, y'all. She's around y'all all the time, so y'all hear her side of the story. When I come around, y'all, I leave, so y'all don't hear my point of view.
He should have stayed then.
And that's what basically M said. Every time, things heat up, you leave.
Right. She said that you need to be held accountable. Hush, I'm still talking. You 42 years old and you still ain't held account. Hush, I'm still talking. Hush, I'm still talking. I said, come on.
That's what I was about to say. It was getting a little cringy. It was getting a little cringy.
It was.
And I said,
y'all could disagree with me on that.
No, hear me out. Okay. Now you want to say it was cringing. Because I'm saying, now you trying to prove Ike's point now. You know what I'm saying? Because you kept going on and on and on. Then again, I said, maybe you just holding this in. You have to let this out in front of everybody. You let it out in front of the experts, but you ain't let it out in front of the group like this, okay?
She did with that table when she said, give me a client, I'll show you circles or so many circles.
Yeah, she did, but, I think the divorce paper, she didn't really pay him back for.
Yeah. The thing was, she was cutting him off, and I said, girl, what was this when you ran to the bathroom and you was crying? What was this when he called you an a-hole? What was this when he called you aggressive? You know what I'm saying?
Because she still wanted her marriage then.
Yeah,
she still wanted her marriage, but now, I said, cause I'm glad I thought I ain't want to say that because I didn't want nobody to come down on me.
Because I know they will. Yeah, I know that you can't dare say nothing about her.
I said, okay, now you are making Ike's point. And you making yourself look kind of bad right now because you kept telling him to hush, let me finish. And Ike saying, this is what I'm talking about. I said, I know you hurt, I know you mad, but still got to carry yourself a certain type of way.
Well, she carried herself a certain type of way throughout it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just wish she would have gave us some more of that in between it instead of allowing it to build up. But it didn't. To me, this is my point. Okay. This is my opinion. It didn't prove no point. He still looked like a little man. You know what I'm saying?
The point
but
is.
even though he was like, see what I'm saying? No, we really don't see what you're saying because everybody know you called this woman an a-hole. People have seen you walk out. Right. People have seen you kind of poke the bear. So, your point wasn't proven. It really truly was.
And the point is, I just didn't want her to get him the power. Mm-hmm. And that's my point. You know what I'm saying? Still carry yourself a certain type of way. Get your point across, but carry yourself a certain type of way. Because if you go overboard, you give him the power because people go like, yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So
M walks off and she go to the bathroom talking to Camille. Why is Madison there? Girl, you is a non-factor. She wasn't even looking at you.
See, now
you sitting up here causing havoc with other folks.
You would have got 100 kudos from me. If you would said, what the hell you doing over here? Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All the stuff you done, I don't want no advice from you.
Right.
If you had done that, M, I was like, man, thank you, M. Just tell them,
why are you here?
Why are you here?
Why is you here?
All the stuff you did, you gonna give me advice? Looking like that?
Yeah, I know that's right.
And you stole somebody else's man? Yeah, Madison, that was a big no-go right there. You should stay where you was at. You to me, you have no right to give somebody advice right now.
At all. Or even be in the midst of all of the other stuff that's going on. What's his name? I forgot. I think it was Antoine or something. He said, hide your kids, hide your because they doing everything. Mm. Baby, hide your men when Madison come. Hide them. No matter what color they are, hide them. Okay. So Warren asked David, and I guess this is production, honey, because we do not care. Warren asked David, what he been up to, and he said pursuing Madison. Everything is Madison.
He's infatuated. He is like,
God, you never dated a white woman before?
He is like, man, he's all into Madison. But the point is, Madison's not into him like that. She's into him, but not to that point, but. Everything he says, Madison this, Madison that.
I think you're right, because Madison is a floater, people pleaser, a liar.
Right.
And so when a person when David said, I got strong feelings, she said, I got strong feelings. You're lying. Yeah. You're lying. But yeah, you're right. I think he is into her.
That's his world now.
And Madison, I think that she could just be like,
she probably using him by time.
Pastor Cal said, just a rebound. Yeah, because y'all was in the same circle.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like, hey, I need to waste some time dating somebody. I guess I date you, David, until the right man come along.
Yeah. So David said that their relationship, it was was unintentional and stuff like that. Alan was like, you know what, you can miss me with that unintentional stuff. I said same thing, child. People do stuff and want to say unintentional. It was intentional, very intentional. Yeah. I don't care. It was very intentional, because you can walk away from anything.
Tell Alan, man, I didn't mean to hurt you, man. We just connected and all that. I ain't gonna shake your hand, man, and get your fat fingers out of my face, man.
Right, them taco
and the thing about it, David, I know we come down hard on you, man. But the point is, at the beginning, we was on your side. We had your back.
Nationwide.
But now, the way you move and stuff, it's kind of hard to have your back, man. Now, yeah, you have a lot of people angry at you. A lot of people. So, yeah, so people going to come down hard on you. They're going to call you fat fingers. They're going to call you all kinds of stuff.
Basement boy.
Yeah.
Jerry Curl. She called you Gina, honey.
Yeah.
Michelle. So Thomas said, listen, I can't.
Even Thomas said something, man.
Yeah, if I call you a friend, I got to hold you accountable for the things that I see that you do if I'm going to call you a friend. So Thomas said, well, how did this all start between y'all? And David said it all started in the gym. She gave me the attention and all that stuff. And here go Madison. Nobody told you Wet and Wild to chime in, because he wasn't even talking to you. And so here she gonna say something about Michelle. Yeah, it started like that. What me and Alan had was different than what him and Michelle had. Michelle knew that she wasn't finna stay with him, and she didn't give a F about David. Where was them feelings at? Because you're going by what David said.
And also, the reason why she's acting all moxie now is because
moxie, baby. What that mean?
Feisty. The reason why she acting like that now, because first, like David, she got the prize, and also
crackerjack.
And also, if Michelle was to jump, or if Michelle was to get froggy, she knows she had David right there to protect her. So now she can speak out there with her chest poked out now, because she feel like David. Because you know how David, when they was at the retreat, David stood around by the room, make sure nothing happened to protect Madison. And Madison knows that.
Because Madison, then you're right. Madison have all that smoke when it was one-on-one with her and Michelle. Mm-hmm. When Michelle confronted her, it looked like the bathroom or the kitchen where they were peeking. She ain't have all that smoke. She was like, well, come. She said something, but she ain't have all that. But honey, when you put on Wet and Wild, baby, it make you wet and wild, okay?
Yeah.
She was cocky.
Yeah, she was cocky.
How dare her, though?
Yeah, and she said, babe, you gonna do this right now? Babe,
because Michelle said, "What? Hold on. Are you talking about me?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't even over there. Are you saying some stuff about me?
Can you wait till I get over there?"
Right.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Okay, that's what you want to do. You want to do this right now, babe?" I'm saying, "Do what?" And then they gonna show that she was leaving. Talking Michelle, Madison said, "Michelle, this ain't what you want." Basically, she was saying that off.
Right.
I said, I believe Michelle will whoop Madison. Honestly, I don't care how many gyms or whatever. I just believe that Michelle would tear her up.
Michelle said she came from a country town.
She just kicked them shoes off, honey. Yeah. Country would come right back.
She probably milking cows and wringing chicken necks and all that.
Running in the ground with no shoes on, running in the yard. So, that right there, that kind of pissed me off, because Madison got a whole lot of about herself. And it's no humility, it's none of that. She's taking on that David thing. But your beef, baby, shouldn't be with Michelle. Your beef should be with yourself.
I knew something was wrong, and I knew she had a lot of moxie when Ann went back down in the room crying, and Camille went behind her. And I said, what the hell Madison doing going back there? She getting a little too comfortable now. Because if you feel out of place, if you feel like you did something wrong, you feel guilty, you ain't going to try to move nowhere. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're going to sit on the couch and try to be as small as you can be. You know what I'm saying? No, I said she got up, walked back there. I said, what's going on with that? It's a different attitude Madison has. You know what I'm saying? Then, like you said, when Michelle at the bar making her drink and Madison said something about her, and she kind of clapped back at Michelle. I said, where all this coming from? Oh, David there to protect her, and she feel like she won the prize, and she feel like she can kick Michelle while she's down. So yeah,
and she taking up for her man because she I guess she's seeing how Michelle was treating her man, honey. But anyway, and Alan ain't said nothing. She ain't said nothing. Wow. She ain't trying to defend Alan. She ain't trying. It's
all about David and Madison, man. Honey. And once again, I know they're gonna be on next week's episode. Married at First Sight. Why are you giving these people TV time? They did something terrible, man. They cheated.
And I know some of y'all say they do that in Australia, but y'all say the folks ain't married. That's different.
Yeah, that's different. These people are actually married. And I'm saying, why y'all do stuff like this, man? Why are y'all rewarding these people for bad behavior, man? You know what I'm saying? Kick these people off the show. We don't want to see them no more. And honestly, like you said, they do them for ratings. And they know it's going to piss people off. It's going to have us engaged. It's going to have us talking about it. And hey, marketing strategy is a good strategy.
Just like they kept Chris on there for the whole season, Chad.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wish Chris could come back.
So, y'all, that's all we got. Don't forget our live on Thursday. And next week is going to even be worse, Chad, than this right here. Because, and I don't know when the reunion going to be. But, honey, I'm excited for that reunion, whenever it is.
Yeah, they got new man on there. I said, they put him on there pretty quick. I said, said, you know what? Y'all ain't gonna make me look like a boss to bring my new man on. So.
But is that the dude that she engaged to?
I don't know. But
the pictures he looked at dark.
I don't know. Then Madison got engaged because her and David got engaged.
She got engaged?
Yeah, you hear that part? Yeah, she said she got engaged.
Madison?
Yes, Madison. Go look at it again.
He was ready to go and put that ring on that finger, Chad.
Yeah.
That won't last long.
I could be wrong, but I swear I think that was Madison.
I thought that was M said she got
engaged. No, that was nothing. That was Madison. I could be wrong. I gotta look at it again, make sure.
Child. Y'all
there you go, Madison. Yeah. Give me and Michelle in the ring together. I beat her behind.
Girl, you eat too many tacos, Chad. You drink too much and you eat too many tacos. So anyway, but on that note, you guys, that's all we got because this drained me.
All right, guys. One more thing before we go. If Michelle and Madison would get in the box ring, who y'all pull for? Who team y'all would be on?
Michelle.
Someone said, I can't stand Michelle, but y'all, if y'all had to choose one, even though how Michelle was at the beginning, who would you choose?
Both of them Scorpios now.
So 2 go in, 1 comes out.
I think Michelle will win because I think Michelle got a lot more anger because of all of this situation. You know what I'm saying towards Madison. So she'll off that fuel, honey.
Now, Married at First Sight. If y'all want y'all ratings to go through the roof, y'all make it happen. Put them in the ring together. Let them go at it. Oh man, come on, man. Yeah, that's entertainment, man.
They're gonna be on Peacock next week anyway.
It'll be on. That's what I'm saying. Go out with a bang. If you want people to go to Peacock, that's what you do.
Ain't you supposed to be sick? All right. On that note, you guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. As we said at the end of every video, don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I always put God first.
Deuces.
Hey! I always put God first.